On this episode of Relic Pulse, we take a dive into another world wonder, the Great Wall of China. Stretching more than 21,000 kilometers across mountains, deserts, and grasslands, the Great Wall of China is the longest man-made structure ever built. Most people know it was meant to keep out invaders. But the truth is far older, far stranger, and far bloodier than any textbook ever admits. The story begins over 2,700 years ago, long before the famous brick wall you see in photos. As early as the 7th century BC, rival Chinese states were already raising earthen ramparts to stop nomadic horsemen from the north. These were not grand monuments. They were desperate barriers of stamped earth and wood, soaked with the sweat and blood of forced laborers. Then, in 221 BC, China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, did something no one had ever done. He united the warring kingdoms under one iron fist. To protect his new empire, he ordered every earlier wall linked into one continuous line. Hundreds of thousands of workers, soldiers, convicts, and common people were marched to the frontier. Ancient records claim that one worker died for every meter built. Their bodies were sometimes buried inside the wall itself. To this day, remote sections are known as the longest cemetery on Earth. The Qin Wall crumbled within a decade, but the idea survived. For the next 1,800 years, dynasty after dynasty kept rebuilding, extending, and reinforcing it. The wall we recognize today, those iconic gray bricks and watchtowers, was mostly constructed during the Ming Dynasty, between 1368 and 1644. Why did the Ming spend fortunes on a wall that was already centuries old? Because the threat had evolved. The Mongols, descendants of Genghis Khan, had conquered China once before and nearly did it again. Ming engineers turned the wall into a masterpiece of military design. Beacons that could send smoke signals 500 kilometers in a single afternoon. Watchtowers spaced exactly one arrow shot apart. Walls 7 to 8 meters high and wide enough for 10 soldiers to march side by side. Traps, murder holes, and sloping parapets that turned the top into a killing platform. Yet here's what almost no one tells you. The Great Wall never actually stopped a major invasion. Genghis Khan bypassed it in the 13th century. The Manchus simply bribed the gatekeepers in 1644 and walked straight through. So why keep building for centuries? Because the wall served a deeper purpose. It was the ultimate symbol of control. It marked the border between civilization and barbarians, between order and chaos. It reminded every Chinese citizen who ruled them and who they were told to fear. Even its materials hid secrets. Ming workers invented a mortar made from sticky rice and slaked lime, stronger than anything Europe used at the time. Modern scientists only rediscovered its formula in 2018. Sections in the Gobi Desert still stand after 600 years of sandstorms because of that ancient recipe. Then there are the forgotten parts. While tourists crowd Badaling and Mutianyu, the wild wall crumbles in silence. In places like Jinshenling and Jiankou, the bricks have fallen away, revealing the original stamped earth core from the Qin era, 2,200 years old and still holding. Hidden inside some towers are inscriptions left by lonely garrison soldiers, poems, names, and curses against the cold. And the strangest secret of all, the wall never had a single architect or master plan. It is a patchwork of fear, ambition, and desperation stitched across centuries by men who never met each other. Yet from space, it looks like one perfect line, proof that human obsession can outlast empires. Today, large sections are disappearing faster than ever. Farmers steal bricks for houses. Weather erodes the earth core. Only 1/3 of the original wall still stands. But every year, archaeologists find new stretches swallowed by forests and sand, proof that the wall is still growing in legend, even as it dies in reality. The Great Wall was never just a wall. It was a heartbeat of stone, beating against the chaos of the steppes for 2 millennia. And though the warriors are gone, the wind still carries their watchfires across the mountains. Thank you for watching Relic Pulse. And if you liked it, make sure to subscribe and tap the bell at the top. Until then, the past lives on through us.